Hey, good morning, everybody. Just want to give y'all some quick encouragement. I know I've never done this in the car before, but I got a thought. I need to share it in the car. But before I say anything, I just want y'all to see what I see. In case y'all are wondering why I showed you that, today is a foggy day. It is a little hard to see at certain spots, but that is the reason that we have headlights. That is the reason that we have lights to help us see the way, to be cautious, to go down the right path. But man, I would be crazy if I didn't compare that to Christ, with how foggy and how confusing our life can get. If it wasn't for Jesus, the light of the world, God's word says all throughout it that Jesus is the light of the world. We're supposed to be a light like God. So what would I do in a world that is so foggy and so crowded with different things, and I couldn't see where I was going? That's the danger of fog, that sometimes you don't know what's coming next. You don't see exactly where the next turn leads. But if we have that light, we can go the right way. If we have that light leading us. And I want to make a funny example. There's that Christmas song about Rudolph where it says, then one foggy Christmas, Christmas night or Christmas Eve or whatever it says, Rudolph was the one leading them. And Rudolph, of course, is that one deer with the red nose that glows. And he led Santa's sleigh that night. But we ought to be letting God lead us like that. We ought to let him be the light in front of us, leading us, directing us. I imagine if Santa Claus would have just kept pulling against the reindeers and pulling against Rudolph, we might have had a different story. But Santa trusted in Rudolph to direct the path. And again, I know that is it's a funny example, but truth be told, we ought to be trusting God to direct the way, to lead the way. And God has given us some helps in our lives. Yes, God is the light, but he's also given us headlights. He's put lights on other things like telephone poles, and different signs in different cars to help direct the path. But there is no better light than God himself. There is no better light than Jesus, the light of the world. God is wanting to help us, navigate us through this life, navigate us through this world safely. But we got to trust in him. We gotta just follow him, follow his lead. He wants to help us, and he wants to direct the path. I don't like the fog any more than the next person. It takes away from God's beauty. It takes away from, my safety and knowing exactly where I'm going and seeing everything clearly. But God's given us a light. God's given us a way to navigate it. God's given us a way to get through it safely. And life can get like that. Life can get so foggy, make it so hard for you to see. Your decision making can become foggy. Your choices can become foggy. But if you trust God, the light of the world, he will lighten that path you need to go on. He will signal which way you need to go, almost like a GPS. Lighten up that blue line. God will tell you where you need to go. But trust him. Lean onto that light. Let God navigate you today. Trust him in the fog, and let God be the light that leads you.